That's Tuesday the 20th of January. Just picked up the rucksack. Still 8.5 kilos. I weighed myself this morning, turned out to be 80.3 kilograms. So I'm down 0.4 since the last time I weighed myself, which was actually the day before, I think. So down 0.4, same time of day. So yep, just had a quick espresso, or instant coffee espresso, which wasn't the greatest. Very bitter, but yeah, I'll probably do 30 to 40 minutes of a ruck, and then I have work from 11:30. So I need to get on the road by about 11 AM. Because it takes me 10 to 15 minutes to drive to the hotel. Then I have to park, and it can be up to a 10-minute walk depending on where I find a space to get to work. Here's the council team picking up that mattress that I saw yesterday. Someone's paid, I think it's £40, because I actually used it once myself, and because I live down a little alleyway. Guys couldn't or wouldn't get in. They didn't bother to ring the bell or anything, or phone. They just drive past, and if the gates close they won't attempt to get in. But these are the actual guys. As you can see, it's quite busy, everyone going to work. Another typical morning, been wet overnight. But yeah, sunrise is in about 4 minutes. So yeah, beautiful morning. Just walking along slightly closer to the river on this towpath. So I'm feeling pretty good. Slept not too bad. Not feeling bloated. Got some kids out for a morning run, that's pretty good. Don't usually see that. I think they're from the Surbiton private school. I think these are moor hens. Probably looking for someone to feed them. See, Bitcoin was down again, so around, I think it was 91.5, 92,000 US dollars, which is a bit disappointing. The US markets were closed yesterday, so I wasn't able to find out what's happened to MSTR, but I believe Strategy have acquired a large amount of Bitcoin over the last week, and I'm guessing it's going to be over 90,000 at the price they've purchased at. But we'll have to see, because nearly always when this happens, then it pushes MSTR down and Bitcoin doesn't really move or goes down a bit. It's all very strange. On the plus side, I will have had an email saying my domains revenue has been sent, so by the time it gets to Revolut will be approximately 12:30 or 1 PM, and that'll be in US dollars, so then I'll transfer that into pounds and get it sent to my company account. See, the contractors, Glendale, they come down to clean the toilets. They're brand new toilets. They spent God knows how much refurbing those toilets, and after a few days they went out of order and were closed, I don't know, for about 2 months, and then they opened again, and then the fancy water pump they put up for dogs and humans, that went out of order, it's leaking. They put some signs up saying their contractor Mighty was been made aware. The signs disappeared, and of course the thing's still out of order. I just don't understand why the council uses these contractors that seem to have no sense of urgency. Take weeks, if not months, to respond to their call-outs. It's crazy. See all the Lime bikes parked here. I think people have been complaining about the way they just randomly leave them all over the place. So I think they're starting to try and park them here overnight. Not sure. Take a slightly different route today. Instead of going to Home Park, just going behind John Lewis there. There's the bridge, and that's Hampton Wick. Thought of living there at one point, but it never happened. It's quite a nice area. Obviously posh and expensive. So this is just approaching Canbury Gardens. Nice block of apartments. It's a nice little place with some benches along the river. It's very popular. A lot of people hanging out here day and night. Oh, Canbury Gardens, not Canonbury. Oh, slip. There's the old Thames Discoverer. I think they do trips and education about the river. That's a weird looking boat. Almost looks like a lifeboat, but it's not. New children's playground. Yeah, so it seems very derelict. Broken windows. Don't know whether they're allowed to moor up there. Some fledgling swans, probably born last spring. It won't be long before the new lot coming along. You can hear those moorhens keep making that chirping noise. Some of the most beautiful properties over there. Hampton Wick. Certainly wouldn't mind in another universe having a place like that with a family. Of course I've done that already. Done the family bit. Quite a few more swans. Apparently they belong to the royal family, or the king. Henry VIII used to eat them, I believe. Another beautiful looking house. Certainly makes a nice change to come down this way. And that direction you can see in front, that goes to, well, the next place will probably be Richmond, and then you can go all the way to Putney, I believe, which will be a long walk. There was a guy who organised walks into central London, I think left at 5 AM, something like that, and then they come back by public transport. That'd be quite an effort, I think. So there's a nice little, I believe, independent cafe here. Surprised it's open this early. I hope they're getting some business. Yeah, I think it's independent. looks nice. And there's the bandstand. And tennis courts. Loads of dog walkers. So it's really nice to get out early-ish in the morning before work, because I've only got 5.5 hour shift a day, if that. I don't know what I'd do if I was unable to get out, like being disabled or something like that. That would be the worst thing I could imagine, because I'm in my 60th year, 59 years old, and I need to be active more than ever. Keep going with the weights, keep going with my system of losing weight and being fit. Goals, systems, not goals. So the pub over there, I think it's called the Boaters. The last time I was here, I tried to go in for a pint and it was closed for refurbishment. So it's I think it's either Green King or Young's. Very nice place. We've got the Boaters in there and the rowing club. So there's a lot of boats here. They go out in all seasons, all weathers, freezing cold, even in the dark. See them rowing up and down, preparing for their races or whatever. There's another 8 island. There's a lot of houseboats on it. That's the front of the Boaters there. Little squirrel there. Eating his nuts. Yeah, still open for business. Nice little beer garden. I'm going to start heading back now. It's now 8:35. It'll take me about 40 minutes to get back. Very enjoyable morning walk for January. Not too cold. Just want to see what these flowers are for. It's a new bench. May last year. Just a reminder how short our time is on this mortal coil. Make the most of every day. So, finally got back. Back is giving me a little bit of grief. Not too bad. So I'm going to dump the Ruck in the car. It's quite hard to get on and off of that weight. There we go.